Wasp everywhere! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Traveling Circus in a new series where I'm building my own trophy bass lake. If you saw episode 1 of this, you saw the work that was going down right here. Dozers pushing. Well, now, this is about, I'd say, 2 weeks since I filmed that. Now, everything's finished. The dam is complete, and we've actually got a little bit of a problem on our hands. The lake is starting to hold water. We've had a couple big rains, and we have a tropical storm on the way. I was going to kind of take you through everything. Hey, we're going to put cover. Hey, we're going to get fish. This is how we're going to manage it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to do that, but now this is going to kind of rush the series, because check this out. Check this out. Look behind me right here. That's about 2 feet of water already in the bottom of Lake Teresa. So today we're going to continue. We started a few days earlier this week, and I forgot my camera, of course. We started placing structure, and we are going to put some cinder blocks out like this, make kind of a stump field, so to speak, but they'll never rot, because that's the problem with wood cover. Over time, it eventually goes away, especially like we got a stump right here. It's already kind of decayed. It'll go away. The biggest issue I see as a bass fisherman with this lake, they had to take dirt, obviously, from the bottom of the lake and push up to make the dam. So that made the banks very steep. So even in the shallow pocket here, if you guys remember from the first video, this is a lot steeper in elevation than it was when we first started. So cover, to me, is going to be very key in holding fish when they come up to spawn in these 2 pockets that we have here. Walk you right over here to the other one. It got really deep. But cover is going to be key when they move up to spawn. So let's go take a look at what we've got at Lake Teresa. So we started earlier this week when I forgot my camera. We got 3 pallets of different size block that were given to us by a friend of ours, so that's awesome. So we've got those 3 blocks, and we've been filling up the bucket on the tractor. We've been toting a lot of them by hand. Actually, my dad, Party D, has been watching me do most of the work, but that's totally fine. We can do that. I'm gonna walk down in here. This is my favorite slough. It's really muddy. I've had a lot of rain. I'll probably get stuck down here in my boots. But if you'll notice, one of the first things you're gonna notice is these orange flags. So this is gonna be your water line. This is when they shot grade, when they did the elevation from the dam. This is where we're gonna have water to. So this will be in the water. So that'll just be barely up the bank. So this slough right here, it gets a little flat. So this will be a nice little spawning area. It's not huge, but it's a nice flat spawning area. Something that our buddy with the dozer did that I find super awesome is this right here. Check this out. So he made us a ledge coming up here. Check that out. So we took a bucket load of blocks, and I made a stopping point because I envision this a drop off, obviously, just like a river ledge on the Tennessee River. These fish are going to come up to spawn in this little flat area right here. They're going to stop and stage right there, or they'll just hold on it all the time. But you can see, you can actually hear it. This is really cool. First time I've been down in here. So check this out. Look, that is actually water running into the lake. Listen. We get a lot of really good runoff coming out of this holler. So it's not going to take long for this bad boy to fill up. I can promise you. But you can walk right down through here. You can see, just as a bass is going to travel, he's going to come up here, stop on that. Now let's go take a look at the bottom. All right, so I'm down in the bottom, right below where the first big drop off is, coming out of this spawning pocket on the edge of this flat. And look, you can see, and I hope you guys can tell, look at that. That is really steep. That's going to be almost like a bluff bank. So right here is going to be more my winter time or summertime deep fish, staging fish on their way up to spawn. I'm really excited about how steep this turned out. But if you'll listen, I know I showed you this earlier, I'm really excited about this. Look at this. This lake does not have a spring in it, which from our perspective is actually a good thing. If you have a spring, if you hit a spring when you're digging a lake, water can go out just as easy as it can come in. I've seen some people have some problems with that, but you can hear that right there. We've had 2 big rains, not gigantic rains by any means, but just a couple afternoon summer rain showers. And you can see we have this run-in coming into the lake. We really designed this lake around these two little fingers, little hollers that come out because they had wet weather springs in them. That's what we call them in Tennessee. I don't know what you call them in other parts of the country, and I don't know what biologists call them, but a wet weather spring. That's what my granddaddy always called them. And when it rains, they're always going to have this running water. You can see how clear this water is coming out of these hardwoods right here. So always going to have the lake level that we desire. That's the goal. That's what you're hoping is anytime you get a rain, it's going to bump you back up. And I can tell you, we've only had about 3 rains since completion of the dam. And that's why I hurried up to get out here to try to create this series, part 2, because I was showing you the lake being built. Now the dang thing's on its way to filling up. Now granted, it is going to be 18 feet deep in the dead middle out there. 18 feet deep. So I'm going to be able to throw a deep diving crankbait out here in the summer, which I'm really excited about. I've never had a small lake where I can do that. I can test a lot of lures out here. I'm really excited about that. But 18 feet of water, it's going to take a few more rains, but we have a tropical storm system coming this week. So hopefully we can get some more cover laid out and this bad boy can gain a few more feet. Let's go look around a lot more. So for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I actually post on there just a few days ago, hey, we got water, and the water has doubled in one rain. This is crazy. I'm gonna go up on the bank here. Notice another orange flag right here. That's gonna be the water line right here. So you're looking off, this is pretty steep. This is gonna be a steep drop, but we're already getting water to the base of that pocket there and against the base of the dam really good right here. So here's your water line right here. This will be a nice spawning bank as well, with a good staging area. I think that's really important. You want to be able to fish lots of different things. I feel like too many times when people build their own lakes, they don't think about the bass. They just build, you know, what they can build as far as dig a hole, build a dam, whatever. And we're trying to be conscious of where the bass are going to spawn, where they're going to live, where they're going to eat, that kind of stuff. This tree right here will be about 3 feet deep. So we're gonna have this lone standing tree. It's right here on a turn. There will probably be some jigfish that get caught off of that. Most likely. I'm out of breath. If y'all hear that, it's obvious I'm out of shape. But the water line's gonna come all the way up to here. This is one of my favorite areas on the lake right here. Check this out. So this drain is going to get a lot of baits thrown in it. Check that out. Of course, this is also good runoff. Water's coming in off of the dam. All right, let's go stand on the dam. All right, now I'm up on the dam. Look behind me here. You can see all the dirt that got pushed off there. I showed you guys the trees in video 1, but you can see pretty good elevation right here going back this way. So this is our, I think it's 20 feet wide across the top on the dam here. Take you down here and I'm going to show you our spillway. We got a little bit more work to do to the spillway before we put fish in, but so we've got these 3 big tiles basically right here. There's some of Mom's butterflies. Hello fellas, ladies, not sure. There's 3 tiles right here. And those are going to drain right down that holler. Walk you right over here. And here's where they come out of the lake, right here. This is another one of my favorite little corners of the lake, right here. I think this is going to be a little fishy spot. You can see the elevation is going to go right there. You got an orange flag. So the water's going to be all the way up here. So you're going to have some good shallow water stuff. We're going to make sure we put a lot of shallow water cover right up in here. But this little corner, it's going to flatten out. It's going to be real nice. What I was saying, we got to do some work to the dam. I was talking to Dad. We're going to put some grates across this so our bass, if you ever have a flood, our fish, you know, put a screen across those so they don't just wash downstream. That's not what we want. That's not what you want when you're building a lake. You want your fish to be contained. That's why you're building one, obviously. So we've been talking about that. We're going to have to cap those off in a way. But super stoked. I wish I had a drone. So just imagine this is a drone. Imagine I'm a drone. I'm a drone. Here we go. Here we go. So this is going to be one of the bank lines. Check this out. So I really like this. Water line to there, little drop off, another little drop off, and then it gets steep again. That's going to be killer. I love this bank. It's one of my favorite banks. It's a lot flatter than that one over there. See where the boys are standing over there. Hudson, wave your arms. It's really steep right there where Hudson's at. And Ryder D. This tree will be in the water. And we're traveling right now up into the second slough. This one's really flatter than the other one. They're both just so unique. And we took a bucket load. I'm trying to make this like a bluff. I'm going to put a lot of rock on it. Block, rock, what have you, on that because it's super steep right there. Leading into the spawning pocket. But my idea is to do just small little concrete stumps, so to speak. So just little small stacks. That's like hitting a needle in a haystack when you're pitching. Here's your water level. So right here, but when they are easing up here to spawn, you can imagine they'll spawn on top of these, on the sides of them. Got a lot more work to do, obviously. We want a lot more of these scattered about. We're gonna put some laydowns in here. We also have some big tiles we're gonna sink at some point. But there you go. And I'm fixing to quickcrete this bad boy in. Right here. We found some stumps on the farm. As you can see, here's my concrete stumps. Right here. Some of these. Now look right here. You can see where this water's running in right here in this little holler. And here's my little bluff I'm talking about. I'm building. Actually, a rock slid down the other day. Get back up there. This point right here, though, you remember from the first video, we're going to build a cabin up here, but this splits the two pockets. It's a really cool piece of cover. We're going to put this little boat ramp on it at some point. As you can see, the water is already right here. Already. It's just insanity how quick this is happening. So, I mean, realistically, get some cover in, you know, get a couple more feet of water, we can start putting fish in here. I mean, truly, we're going to make sure it holds, but this is a couple feet deep already. So you can hold some fish. I'd like to get a few fish in here before winter, but we'll talk about that entire process in later videos. I've got some guys I'm working with on that. Going to get some expert advice, and they may say wait and put them in the spring, not sure. But if any of you guys are fish experts out there, you got your own lakes, what have you, drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is really cool for us. We're very fortunate to be able to do it. And, you know, like I said, Lake Teresa in memory of my mom. Something that happened today out here, we're going to introduce you to a new member of the Duncan family. Let's go. So today, I got my man, Ryder D, Hudson with me. Big Pop Marty D is somewhere riding around on a side-by-side. But I want to show you who roamed up today. I'm a big Tennessee Vols fan. So this is Smokey Jr. From a distance, it looks like Smokey, but it's a female, so we're going to call her SJ. But she roamed up and really likes peanut butter crackers. Peanut butter crackers. So
we gotta feed
got her some water, got her some peanut butter and crackers, and she acts like she's been beat on pretty bad, and she looks like she may have a puppy somewhere, but we're trying to take care of her. Probably gonna take her home, get her all cleaned up, get her fixed up, get her fed, and I think she'll end up being a farm dog. I think she'll be a Lake Teresa pup before it's all said and done. But she's a cool dog. She's been following these boys around. It took us a second to gain her trust, but she peanut butter and crackers, and she's like, I'm all y'all's. So she came to us, and so pleasant surprise today. Not really what we were expecting, but we got maybe another pup to add to the Duncan house with a little SJ action.
It's a long winding road from here to Hardin County, and it's full
Wasp everywhere. So the other day when we were doing this, I stuck my hand right in a wasp nest. It was a good time. Today, we just found another wasp nest. So now it's time to get the suckers away from our fish cover.
You see, she left me standing right there beneath that old front porch light.
Look at that. Look at that, man. Peaceful out here. This is amazing. Very, very fortunate to be able to do this. Can't wait to take y'all on the adventure that this is going to be. Fishing out here, watching my boys grow up fishing out here, learning about bass in their own lake. It's going to be pretty stinking awesome. All right, guys, that is all she wrote from the shores of beautiful Lake Teresa, soon to be full of big old bass. We sure do hope. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Make sure to comment below if you are. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more Lake Teresa updates as we go along. Obviously, the updates will get a little further spread out as we add fish. And, you know, it takes a long time. You can't grow a 10-pound bass overnight, but we are really trying to. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all next time.